In 1987 we were on our way by helicopter over the high Andes to look for oil in the huge Llanos grass plains of Colombia, over 3 times the area of England. These areas were almost unexplored, and we did not know what, if anything, we would find. A large supermajor had given up, finding nothing commercial, and there was another big problem: guerrillas. The Colombian government told us that we would be on our own and that neither the army nor police force would be sent in to help. Oil company, buildings and executives in the capital were also being attacked.
There's supposed to be a whole lot of kidnapped people right outside the Hotel Bogota.
Yeah, this is now the target, this area.
These were mainly the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, or FARC, with 7,000 armed soldiers, the world's biggest guerrilla army, well financed by the drug cartel. They controlled the whole Llanos region. We started by getting the community on side, including the llaneros, or cowboys.
On the line 6.
Yeah.
Our operations began with shooting dynamite seismic surveys to map the subsurface rock strata, accessed by helicopter due to the lack of roads. We checked data for quality in the field, then process it in Bogota and interpret it in our office, looking for structures or other traps 3 to 4 kilometers below the surface. We surveyed the well locations in. Then we had to wait for the wet season to end, which made the Llanos impassable. Finally, the tropical sun straight overhead on the equator dried out the plains, and we were able to build a Bailey Bridge over a key river. The Bailey Bridge was designed and developed by the British Army during World War II and is now used all over the world for civilian and military applications. We built 550 kilometers of roads and 5 airstrips to access the well locations.
Today was a big day because the first load came in on 9 trucks, getting the camp set up. Bulldozers digging the mud pit. The rig will be here in about 10 days. So we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed and hope we're lucky.
As soon as we had built the roads, we were able to get the drilling rig in. We used planes to get light loads and crew in, often by World War II Douglas DC-3s, and here we are approaching one of our initial 8 drilling locations. The first indications of oil were from the drill cuttings, looking for high-quality sandstone and fluorescence as an indicator of oil under ultraviolet light.
That's really the only one that has good fluorescence.
Communications with the rig were done in a top-secret code format by a single sideband radio. The cores were flown into Bogota and they were dripping with oil.
I've had the results that he was waiting for from the well, and it's basically good news. We've had 2 good drilling breaks. The one that I told you about this morning, which was a 30-foot break from 2850 to 2880, which would put the top of that break 40 feet above the Rubiales 1 oil water contact. I've got the micro SFL. That's easier to figure out. We'll drop these in the facts in just a minute. But
have you got the micro SFL tracking with the deep?
oh, it's way over to the left. Way over.
What, the MSFL? Good.
It's way over in the first two sands. It's reasonably far over in the third and fourth, and then it's tracking in the water. So, yeah, we've got movable oil in all four sands.
The wells were tested at up to 1,000 barrels of oil per day of 13 degrees API gravity oil. And now it was time to celebrate this outstanding success at a bull ring, where some of our staff took on the bulls. This 250 million barrel oil field was a company maker for Tusker and went on to produce 214,000 barrels of oil per day with a value of $6 billion.